Here we are continuing with the book of Eichah, Lamentations, chapter 2. Eichah ya'iv be'apo Adonai. How it is, or how has ya'iv, he is caused to uruv, ayin, vav, bet, like to make cloudy, be'apo in his anger, Adonai. Et bat Zion, the daughter of Zion. Daughter of Zion, of course, meaning Jerusalem, although some commentators say it's all of Israel. Hishlich mishamayim eretz tiferet Yisrael. He cast from heaven the land of the splendor of Israel. Velo zachar hadom raglaiv, and he did not remember the footstool of his feet. Beyom apo, in the day of his anger. Satum. Verse 2. Bila Adonai. Adonai has swallowed up. Lo chamal et kol neot Yaakov. He did not have pity upon all of the neot. This is usually, it's probably nava, usually nun, vav, hey, like the pasture, the place where the grazing happens, right? It's a pleasant hill, something like that, of Yaakov. Haras be'evrato. He tore down, he broke through with his avra, with his rage. Mivtzarei vat Yehuda. A mivtzar is like a fortification, right? Like the fortifications of the daughter of Judah. So again, of Jerusalem. Hisgir la'aretz. He caused to naga, which is like to reach, to touch, right? He caused them to reach, or he caused them to touch la'aretz, to the land. Hilel, he caused to be profane or slain. Mamlacha, a kingdom. Vesarecha, and her sarim, her leaders, meaning the princes of the kingdom. Satum. Verse 3. Gadah, Bachoriaf, Gadah, Gimel Dalet Ayin, is like to snap. He snapped with white hot fire. Kol Keren Yisrael. Every horn of Israel. This is a horn that usually you would use to carry oil around, right? They didn't have the kind of floss we have today. Heshiv Achor, he made them go backwards. He made go backwards with Yemino, with his right hand. Mipnei Oyev, from before enemy. Vayiv Al B'Yakov, and he burned against Jacob. Ke'esh Lehava Achala Saviv, like a fire. Lehava, a flame. Achala, consuming. Saviv, around. Satum. Verse 4. Darach kashto. So darach, it means to tread, but when you tread on a keshet, when you tread on a bow, it's like to make ready the bow, like you're putting your foot on the bow to bend it so you can put the string on it. You understand? So he stringed his bow, maybe, or I know there's a better term for it. Ke'oyev, like an enemy. Nitzav, he took his place. Sich hinstellen, for the auf Deutsch. This is Nitzav. He is, I'm reminded by that we have in the Midrash, that whenever you see this Nitzav, it usually indicates the presence of the Holy Spirit, right? So Yemino, his right hand. Ketzar, like an adversary. These little things popping up, these are the alternate manuscripts in case you're curious about that. Vayaharog, he slew kol machamadei ayin, all the precious ones of the eye, or all that was precious of the eye. Be'ohel bat Zion, in the tent, the daughter of Zion, shafach, was poured out, ka'esh, like the fire of chamato, his anger, or his heat. Chema is heat, and you get anger from that also. Satum. Verse 5. Haya Adonai ke'oyev, my Lord became like an enemy. Bilah Israel, swallowing up Israel. Bilah kol armanoteha, all of her ramparts were swallowed. He caused to be swallowed up. Shiccach, he ruined. Mivtzaraiv, its fortifications. Vayerev bevat Yehuda, and he made numerous against the daughter of Judah. Ta'aniyah va'aniyah. Ta'aniyah is mourning, like sadness, and aniyah, and mourning. Together, probably just a very strong feeling. Ta'aniyah va'aniyah. Hindite is like total mourning. Satum. Verse 6. Vayachmos kagan suko shichet mo'ado. Vayachamos, from chamas, chet mem samech, and he treated violently kagan, like, according to, or like the garden of Sukkot, of his hut, his sukkah. Shichet, he ruined mo'ado, his appointed times. Or it could be, in this case, like appointed places. Makes more sense. Shiccach Adonai Betzion Mo'ed. Shiccach is a piel, like an intensive form from forget. So this is like he caused to be forgotten. Adonai caused to be forgotten Betzion, among Zion, in Zion. Mo'ed, appointed times. V'Shabbat, and Shabbat. Vayin'atz Beza'am apo, and he spurned with the indignance of his anger, Melech, king, V'Kohen, and priest. Satum. Verse 7. Zanach Adonai mizbecho. Zanach means to reject. Adonai, my Lord, rejected mizbecho, his mizbeach, his altar. Ni'er, from na'ar, nun, aleph, besh. It's kind of rare to see it in this form, like caused to be maybe abandoned. Mikdasho, his mikdash, his sanctuary. Hisgir beyad oyev. Sagar is to close. This is a hifil. He caused to shut up beyad oyev, in the hand and the authority of an enemy. Chomot armenoteha, walls of her ramparts. Kol natenu beveit Adonai. Kol. So with a voice, natenu, they were appointed, they were given, beveit Adonai, into the house of Adonai. Keyom mo'ed, like the day of an appointed time. Satum, verse 8. Chashav Adonai lehashbit, pardon me, lehashchit. Chashav. Chashav is to consider. Well, what's this A? Let's see what we have here. Strepson, okay. Heishiv. Oh, interesting. So some of the Masoretic texts have Heishiv instead of Chashav, like he caused to return, right? But here, Chashav, like 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 a chashava, machshevet. Adonai considered or thought lehashchit, to destroy chomat bat Zion, the wall of the daughter of Zion, again Jerusalem. Nata kav, nata. He bent or stretched out kav, a measuring line. Lo heshiv yado, he did not bring back his hand. Mi baleach, from swallowing up, from devouring. Vaya avel chayil, and he caused to aval, he caused to mourn. Chayil, chayil from chayil, chayil. This is like another word for a rampart, like an outer wall of protection. Vechoma, and wall. Yachdav, together. Umlalu, they withered. They were caused to wither. They were caused to be feeble. Satum. Verse 9. Tave'u va'aretz she'areha. Tave'u, from tava, it's to dip or to sink. So probably they sunk down, va'aretz, in the land of she'areha, of her gates. Ibad v'shibach. Ibad from avad, aleph, beit, dalet. He destroyed v'shibar, and he utterly smashed to pieces bericheha, her bars, like the bars that hold a gate shut. Malka, of her melech, of her king. Vesarecha, and her princes. Vagoyim, among the nations. Ein Torah, gam nevieha. There is no Torah. Interesting. Gam, also nevieha, her prophets. Lo matzeu, they did not find her. They find not chazon, a vision, me Adonai, from Adonai. Satum. Meaning that the aim Torah means that it's among the nations. There's no law, right? There's no protections offered by the law, is how I would understand that. And no comforts given by the prophets, right? They're not having visions. He's not communicating. He's done with us, it seems. Verse 10. Yeshivu la'aretz, yidemu ziknei vatzion, he'erlu afar arosham. Yeshivu, from Yashav. They sit la'aretz, to the ground. Yidemu ziknei vatzion, the elders of the daughter of Zion, they damam. This can either mean like they weep or can mean they stay still. They're silent. It has all those meanings. He'elu, they cause to come up. They bring up afar, dust or mud, al rosham, upon their heads. Chageru sakim, they have donned sackcloth. Horidu la'aretz. This is a hifil. They cause to yarad. They bring down la'aretz, to the earth, to the ground. Roshan, their head. Interesting. Here we have the feminine form of them, right? We had the masculine form over here. Rosham, and now it's Roshan. So this is all women, their head. Betulot, virgins, the virgins of Yerushalayim, of Jerusalem. Now that, I'm not sure. To me, they put down their head on the ground. It kind of sounds like they're being raped or something. Verse 11. Kalu v'dim'ot ainai. It's like what happened on October 7th. There definitely were some virgins who were raped on that day. Even young teens and younger. Verse 11. Kalu v'dim'ot ainai. Kalu, from kala, kaf, lamed, hey. to be finished, to come to an end, or to long for. They finished or they longed for, they came to an end with dema'ot. This is the word dima, which is tears, with tears of einai, my eyes. So probably with tears in my eyes they longed, or with tears my eyes longed. Chomar meru, again from chamar, they fermented up. Me'ai, my kishki, my guts, nishpach, were spilled over, were overturned, la'achetz, to the ground. Kevedi, al shever bat ami. Kevedi. So this is probably like my liver, right? My liver, my keved, my, so my liver, or what comes from liver, my bile, al shever, over the shever, the breakings, the fractures of Bat Ami, the daughter of my people. Beateph, Olel, Veyonek, Beateph. This is kind of hard to recognize. It's a niphal infinitive construct from the verb ataf. Ataf, with languishing, or when languished. Olel, the children, a child, a toddler, Veyonek, and a suckling. Dirchovot Kirya, in the squares of a town, Satum. A Kirya is different from an Ir in that it's smaller. Verse 12. Le'imotam yomeru aye dagan vayachin. To their mothers they said, where is grain and wine? Behit atifam. When they fainted themselves, when they fainted away, as they wasted away. Kechalal birchovot el, like the halal, like those who were slain, like punctured in the squares of a city. Behishettapekh. This is a hitpael infinitive construct from shafach, to pour out. So, like they they poured out themselves, nafsham, their lives, their souls. El chaik imotam, to the bosom of their mothers. Satum. Verse 13. Ma a'idech, ma adamelach, habat, Yerushalayim. Ma, with what? Because it's before the verb, right? So with what? I, Aidech, shall advise you. How shall I advise you? Or, oh, it's hifil. So how shall I witness against you? It could mean. Ma adameh, with what shall I compare lach, you? Habat, Yerushalayim. So this is a bit of an odd construction to have the definite article in front of a word that's in the construct. I don't know if this is a dialectical issue from the time when eichah was written. It feels to me like this is actually an ancient vocative marker. It's functioning like a vocative. So, "O daughter of Jerusalem" is what it feels like it should say. So I think that's what that maybe it's an actual vocative hey, if there's such a thing. Ma ashvelach, with what shall I compare, make level to you? Va'anachamech, and shall I comfort you? Betulat bat Zion. I'm going to do double duty with this hey here. O virgin of the daughter of Zion. Ki gadol kayam shivrech. For as big as the sea is your breaking, your fracture. Mi yirpolach. Who will heal you? Satum. Neviayich, Chazulach, Shav. This is feminine ending. Your prophets, they visioned for you vanity, emptiness. Nichtigkeit, v'tafel, v'lo gilu al avonech, v'tafel. And like emptiness or something without a taste. Velo gilu, and they did not reveal. Al, but they did not reveal al concerning avonech, your your affliction, your punishment, your poverty. Like what you needed to know. Lehashiv. Let's see what's the kere form here. Shevutech, your that would be your captivity. Vayechezu lach, but they visioned for you. Masot, works and utterances of shav, of emptiness. Umaduchim, and maduchim, like enticements. Satum. Verse 15. Safeku alayich kapayim. Safak, samech pei kof. It's like to clap. They clapped alayich upon you, kapayim, hands. The palms of your hands, the part you do the clapping with. Kol avarei derech, everyone who crosses over a road. Shareku, they hissed, they whistled. Like this is a negative connotation in Hebrew to sharak, like not like that, but like kind of like a walk, 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 walk. Right, but whistling, it's an insult. Vayani, oh, and they nuad, they wagged rosham, their heads. Albat, against the daughter of Yerushalayim, Jerusalem. Hazot ha'ir, is this the city? Sheyomeru, about which they said, Kelilat Yofi. Kelilat, this is Kalil, it's like all together, like completely, completeness of Yofi, of beauty. Masos, a joy. Lechol ha'aretz, for all the earth, meaning like more than all the earth. Satum, poetically. Verse 16. Patu alayich pihem, they open wide against you their mouths, like with mockery is the imagery. Kol oyavayich, all of your enemies. Shareku, they whistled, they hissed. Vayachaku shein, and they ground teeth, a tooth. Charak, this is an expression of anger, right? Like outside there's grinding of teeth, gnashing of teeth. You might remember Hamashiach saying this. It's expression of anger. Amaru. So with a grinding of teeth, Amaru, they said, Bila'anu, we will swallow up. Ach ze, surely this, Hayom today. Shekivinuhu. She, like, that's a sher. Kivinuhu is from kaveh. How we have waited for, how we have waited for him. Matzano, we have overtaken, or we have found. Ra'inu, we have seen. Satum. Basically, it happened. Verse 17. Asa Adonai asher zamam. Adonai has done. Asher, which? Zamam. He planned. Bitzah. So this is from the verb beit, sadi, ayin. It's where we get beitzah, right? He has ended, or he has caused to be beitzah, like ill-gotten gain. Emrato, his imra, his utterance, his word. Asher tziva, which he commanded, mimei kedem, from days of yore, from ancient days, haras, he has torn down, velo chamal, and he did not have pity. Vai samach alayich, and he made bisamech, he made rejoice against you or over you, oyev, an enemy. Herim, he brought high, keren tzarayich, the horn of your adversaries. Satum. Verse 18. Tza'ak libam, the laugh or the cry of their heart. El Adonai, unto Adonai. They cried with their hearts. Interesting. Unto Adonai, or their heart cried unto Adonai. Chomat bat Zion, the wall of the daughter of Jerusalem. Horidi kanachal dima. Bring down, this is commanding to a woman, bring down, cause to yarad, kanachal, like the wadi, dima, tears, yomam, valayla, day and night. Al titini, do not give, again, command to a woman, fugat lach. Fuga is like coldness, frigidity, numbing, lach, for yourself. Al tidom, do not be silent. Do not sit still. O bat einech, the daughter of your eye. May not sit still, the daughter of your eye. Satum. Verse 19. Kumi, so this is a command to a woman, arise. Roni, make a sound. Valayla, in the night. Lerosh, for a chief. Ashmurot, or for the head of the Ashmurot, of the night watches. Shifchi, pour out. Chamayim, like water. Libech, your heart. Nochach, Penei Adonai, across from the presence of my Lord. Se'i, alive. From Nasa, command to woman, carry up alive unto him. Kapayich, your palms of your hand, right? That's the part where the guilt or innocence is. Hold those up. Not just your hands, but hold up the under part. Al nefesh, olalayich, concerning the life of your little ones. Ha'atufim, bera'av, those who have fainted, or are feeble or weak because of a ra'av, because of hunger. Berosh kol chutzot, at the head of all who is outside. Satum. Verse 20. Actually, let me see something here. Okay, nothing important. Re'e Adonai. Oh Adonai, take notice. Vehabita, and gaze. Lemi olalta ko. Lemi, to whom? Olalta. You glean, ko, such. Im tochalna, if she would eat. Nashim, if women would eat. Piryam, their fruit. Oh, olale tipuchim, the children. Tipuchim, kind of a rare word. It's only here. It makes me think of taf, so maybe it's also like little ones. Im yehareg, if he should be slain. B'mikdash, in the sanctuary of Adonai, of my Lord. Kohen v'navi, just probably even if a priest and a prophet, Satur. Verse 21. Shachavu la'aretz chutzot, na'ar v'zaken, betulotai, uvachurai. Shachavu la'aretz, they have slept, they have laid down to the earth. Chutzot, outside. Na'ar, lad, v'zaken, and elder. Betulotai, my virgins, uvachurai, and my young men. Nafalu v'charev, they have fallen by the sword. Haragta, you slew, beyom apecha, in the day of your anger. Tavachta, you slaughtered. Lo chamalta, you were not pitiful. You did not give pity, not have pity. Satum. Verse 22, and this is the end of chapter 2. Tikloache yom mo'ed megurai. You called, or she called, you called in the day of appointed time. Megurai, my. So this could mean like my dwelling places or my terrors, depending on which one it's talking about here, or those who sojourn, my sojourners probably. Misaviv, from around. Velo haya, and there was not beyom af Adonai, in the day of the anger of Adonai. Palit, a refugee, an escapee. Vesarid, nor a one who escaped. Asher tibachti, whom or with how I tafach, tapach, tapach, tipeach, tipech, I had birthed. It's poetic form for I had birth, like I had caused to open for. The ribiti, and I had made numerous. Oyevi, my enemies, chilam, defeated them. It's from kala. It's a causative form from kalat, like to be finished, but it's piel, so to cause to be finished, them. He finished them. Probably with my enemies, he finished them off, like to finish off. This is the end of Lamentations chapter 2. Hope you are having an easy fast, an important connection with Hashem and our history. Shalom, shalom.